big step. Okay, hold my hand. Hey, buddy.
Look like sharks and minnows today.
I heard.
Really crazy in the water. And then I did a handstand and tried doing it all over again. And it took them 3 tries to pull me out of the water.
I know, safe.
Hey guys, so we are finally home. It's been a long morning. It's just after 11 at this point. As you can see, our weekday mornings are very full of swim. All 4 of my older kids are doing swim team and swim lessons every single day. And then we're also having swim meets on the weekends. So we spend a lot of time at the pool these days. And I figure if we are going to go to bed early, get up early, and get our day started, we might as well jump in and try to tackle a little bit of school before lunch every day. My kids try to tackle about 5 different things. This is our norm. So they will do Bible, math, reading, art, and piano practice. We try to get all of that done before lunch if possible. Now, Noah and Leah, my going to be 8th and 9th graders, they also are going to try to do a little bit of spelling and grammar this summer. That won't be an everyday thing. That'll be just kind of sprinkled, a couple times a week maybe. But that's really what our summer school is looking like. I'm not doing any formal teaching. I'm not doing morning time. I haven't even actually been doing any read alouds. We've just been doing audiobooks through Audible. So it's a light schedule for me. All right, so I know some of you are wondering. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you what I'm drinking today. I already had plenty of coffee before I went to the pool and my to-go cup that I had at the pool. So now that we're home, the kids are finishing up second breakfast and I am drinking one of my favorite little concoctions. This is decaffeinated iced tea mixed with a packet of Tangerine Liquid IV. I don't know why I was calling it Body Armor. Liquid IV. You guys know how much I love those. I drink probably a packet every single day. It just really helps me to stay on top of my hydration. Not sponsored by them or anything, but just love their products. So this is iced tea mixed with Liquid IV and it's wonderful. It just tastes like flavored iced tea. So that's what I'm drinking. The kids are getting ready to come downstairs, all 5 of them, and we will kind of all just hang out down here in the basement for the next hour and a half. They will work on different subjects and kind of take turns with me keeping the toddlers entertained. We will get out some little activities or toys for them to play with, and we'll all kind of take turns keeping an eye on them and keeping them busy while the other kids are tackling their subjects. Okay, so I mentioned this back in my curriculum pick and maybe even my curriculum wrap-up videos, but Mariah was getting ready to finish up her levels in Happy Cheetah, and I have this brand new box of Happy Cheetah 2nd grade that we haven't opened yet. So I thought this morning would be the perfect opportunity as we're tackling her reading time for her to go ahead and do an unboxing for you guys, and I will show you kind of what comes with this level from Happy Cheetah. Before I tear into the box though, just a few little things I want to share with you. First of all, this is not being sponsored in any way by Happy Cheetah. I bought this level with my own money. Dr. Karen Halinga is the author of this curriculum, and I've mentioned on our channel before that I actually know her personally. She is actually the person who does our annual homeschool assessments for us. So I've been going to her office for, gosh, over 10, 12 years now. But I am going to tell you that my feelings about Happy Cheetah are very unbiased. I really, really like this program. Now, if her name sounds familiar, that is because she is also the author of Spelling You See. And so you will see a lot of the Same dynamics and things from Spelling You See woven into Happy Cheetah. It's one of the things I love most about it. A few just basics about the curriculum. This is an all-in-one, open and go, complete language arts curriculum. It covers reading, literature, spelling, handwriting, everything that you need for a language arts curriculum. It's all in this box. Now, Mariah's going into 3rd grade. That's okay. We are just taking our time and finishing the program at her pace, at her schedule. But this is a great program for reading if you have tried anything and everything else and it hasn't worked. Happy Cheetah just really tends to work for those remedial readers or struggling readers, kids that are just not quite clicking when it comes to phonics or blends, things like that. Now, at the time I'm filming it, this level costs $159. It's available through Happy Cheetah's website or through Sunlight, as well as Rainbow Resource. So there's a lot of places where you can purchase this, but right now it's $159. So now that Mariah kind of showed us everything, I want to go through and give you a little bit more detailed introduction about what is in this level from Happy Cheetah. Golly, I need a coaster. I keep leaving water rings everywhere I go. Okay. First, let's talk about the workbook. This is Cheetah Ready Workbook number 4. Again, this is the 2nd grade level. It has, let's see, 112 lessons in it. Now, as I look through this, this is definitely a big step up from the last workbook she did. The print is a lot smaller. She's having to cover a lot more information every single lesson. Previously, we were doubling, sometimes even tripling up her lessons. I don't think that we're going to be able to do this with this book. I think this is a lot more challenging. It will be a big step up for her. So we will start with just 1 lesson a day and take it from there. The other thing I'm noticing right off the bat is that there are not letter boxes in this level workbook. It looks like instead they are going to be introduced to chunking. This is from Spelling You See if you're familiar with that program, but where they will be going through and coloring or chunking different vowel chunks, consonant chunks, different letter combinations to really help them focus in on visual spellings of the words. So it looks like that's what they are doing instead of the dictation into letter boxes as well as copywork. Now, to go along with workbook number 4, there are also 3 readers. You guys know I love the size of these readers. They are just perfect for little hands. They look like little chapter books. They're just wonderful. But the first one is Reader 10, Birds and Jobs. This looks like it is exactly what it says. It's about different types of birds for the first several stories, and then the end of the book covers different careers or different jobs. Firefighters, garbage collectors, dairy farmers. So this will be a really fun book. The next 2 books are a part 1 and a part 2 for these readers, 11 and 12. It is Fairy Tales Retold part 1 and part 2. So again, Mariah loves fairy tales. This will be really fun. But as I'm glancing through these, the print is much, much smaller. You can tell they're really taking a step up this level. As usual, Happy Cheetah sent some of their little bookmarks. These help kids if they are having B and D reversals. There is research that shows if they just look at A, B, C, and D in order and have that to reference to, it will quickly solve B and D reversals. So these are just nice little bookmarks that I can use or we can use in other books. They're a little bit too big for the readers maybe, but we can use them in workbooks and things like that. colored pencils to work on chunking in the workbook. And then this is something new. There is just, I don't know, it's 4 or 5 pages of print here that's just stapled together. Cheetah reading schedule. And I glanced through this when Mariah was opening the box, and I realized that this is the schedule that you will follow after your child completes the level 4 workbook. This is where you will jump into the rest of the readers that are in the box. So this is a, how many days? 56-day reading list or reading program that will walk your child through reading different assigned pages in the rest of the books that come in this set. All right, so the readers included, I did put them in order for you guys. Nate the Great, Hill of Fire, Wagon Wheels, The Big Balloon Race, and Greg's Microscope. All of these readers are those level 3 readers. And then obviously Nate the Great is kind of an introduction to chapter books for kids. So these will be really fun. I did already own several of these titles, but that's okay. I don't mind having extra books around here. It gives me the opportunity to gift them if I want to. But I think this is a really exciting level. I think Mariah's going to do really well. We're hoping to get through most of this by Christmas, maybe January. I was hoping to cover this during the first semester, so we'll just see how this goes. But I'm so excited. It's a beautiful kit from Happy Cheetah. So we are wrapping up school. It's about 1 o'clock, so we got that done pretty quickly. Leah and Mariah are going to go ahead and take the little ones out for a walk. This is a habit that we have really honed since we moved into this house. The kids will go out for a walk right at lunchtime. It gives me, a good 20 minutes to 30 minutes to clean up school stuff and start prepping lunch for them. It also gives me just a little bit of quiet after I have been on demand all morning long. So this is my little break in our morning into our afternoon. So I'm going to head upstairs to make lunch while they do that. Noah still has a little bit more of his schoolwork. He's just going to head up to his bedroom and finish that up in the quiet all by himself. That happens as my kids have gotten older and their workload has gotten heavier. A lot of times they'll just have to go off on their own and finish up even though I'm done with the little kids. Guys, well, be sure that you subscribe and stick around and come back next week. I will put a little preview here at the end of this video, but you guys have been asking for it. I am finally completing it. An entire video dedicated to lit logs or literature logs. This is how we do reading and literature in our house without a formal curriculum. And so I will be detailing all of that next week, so stay tuned. This is a video that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, one that you guys have been requesting, showing you guys what lit logs look like in our house. This works with all ages and all stages, and it is so flexible. When I was in kindergarten or first grade, I was placed in this kind of experimental group. When I would hear kids talk about sounding out a word, I had no idea what they were talking about. Mix a little bit of caffeine with a little bit of protein. Very loud, very poorly lit. You are my people. Thank you.